Well, hello to all the venomous snake fans. This is gonna be a bit of an request video, as I was asked to maybe show the whole feeding process, not just the strikes. So today we're gonna feed this Crotalus tortugensis baby, and I'm gonna try to record him swallowing the rodent afterwards as well. So let's see how it goes. I think he's definitely interested. Now. There we go. And he goes right for the head of that mouse. I need to keep in mind that this is compared to his body size, obviously gonna be a bit of a larger prey item, so it might take a while for that venom to kill the rodent. What we're gonna see here. The venom has taken effect for sure, as you can see from the movements of that mouse. See. And this is actually gonna be his first live meal ever. I started him off with defrosted pinkies, but now he's big enough already to hunt proper mice on his own, as you can see. And he keeps looking at the rodent, of course, checking if it's starting to pass away already, but I can tell you he's a very hungry little snake, so the second the rodent dies, he's gonna start swallowing it. See, he's keeping a real close eye on it. And I mentioned it already, I think, but this is the Crotalus tortugensis to be exact, so it's very similar to Atrox, but they are a separate species by now, I think. Like, they were considered a subspecies of Atrox before. Or at least at some point. And of course they only originate from Tortuga Island, which is in Mexico, I think. So they have a very limited habitat in the wild. They are very beautiful though, as you can see. Of course the young one's gonna have even more high contrast coloration than the adults. So it seems like the rodent is about to be done. See, he's already locating the headpiece, so he can start swallowing it right away. It's the wrong end. There we go. So I think the rodent has passed away now. So you're gonna see he will swallow it right away now. There we go. See? Like the snakes, they can notice really quickly the second the rodent dies, they're gonna take notice of it. So let's see how fast he is able to swallow it. Usually with a bit of a larger prey item like this, they will take around like maybe 4 to 5 minutes. So it is rather fast. Obviously you need to keep in mind that in nature they are defenseless when they are trying to eat something, because obviously they can't make use of their fangs right away then. So it makes sense for them to be able to complete that process rather quickly, and not just for it to take like several hours or something. He's gonna be finished with it in like 3 to 4 minutes by now, as I said. Maybe it's gonna take a bit longer if he drags it around like this, but I think now he's gonna start to swallow it properly. There we go. And as I mentioned already, this is gonna be a decent sized meal for him for sure. So he probably doesn't have to eat anything now for like a week or two. You need to keep in mind that with the baby snakes, they can take larger meals every time you feed them, because they're just gonna put it into their growth, you know. Just gonna make them grow quicker, other than the adults, which I think with a lot of vipers, when you feed comparably large prey items like that, every time they're gonna get overweight at some point, and you're gonna have to pause feeding then. Or at least that's how I do it. Or I just feed them, you know, smaller prey items. So, as you can see, he is making some decent progress on that mouse. He already got the head down, so the rest is probably not gonna take too long then. There we go. And you can see with these baby rattlesnakes, they almost have like a bit of a baby face on them, you know. Like with the very large eyes and a bit of a rounder head as well. Which does make them look a little bit silly, I think. However, he is going to grow out of that rather quickly anyway. These baby rattlesnakes, they do have an extremely fast growth rate, at least if you keep them correctly. So I can assure you that probably in around like 6 months, he is gonna lack these particular facial features entirely, and he also is going to be around double the size that he is now probably. He is gonna continue to grow for the rest of his life, like all snakes, but most of the growing is going to be done within those first few years maybe. There we go. He is finished with around like half of the meal now, as you can see. Very nice. But it's also going to be very interesting to see how the coloration of this one develops, because I am a big fan of the nice high contrast gray pattern he has going on. Like, I think they look much more beautiful than like most normal art rocks, for example. But again, maybe it's gonna change when he gets older. I'm gonna have to see. There we go. You can also see the nice white banding on the end of the tail where the rattle is. Of course, his rattle is still rather small. Most people know already, but the rattlesnakes, they gonna have only a single rattle segment when they are born, and then with each shedding they're gonna add one segment each at a time. See, he just has 3 at a time, or maybe 4 actually. But again, with each head he's gonna add one segment, and then he's gonna have a proper rattle soon. Right now he's still being very quiet. When he's rattling, is almost unnoticeable. There we go. But again, he is done with his meal almost entirely by now. As you can see, he's just gonna slurp down that tail, which is not gonna take very long at all. As I said, it's not a very long process, but I am going to record, or already have recorded for the most part, a full strike compilation again with all the other venomous snakes. So I hope you're already looking forward to that. I'm gonna post it maybe on Friday, I could post it earlier actually, maybe just let me know if you're interested. Or if you have any other video requests like this, you can let me know in the comment section as well. I wouldn't mind maybe posting some, some some other content as well than just the feeding videos, but of course they are going to be the main thing anyway.